How's it? Welcome to another episode of Lessons from the Best, holistic insights, tips, and tricks to help you with your game. And this episode of Lessons from the Best comes from Chapter 9, Collin Morikawa. And the title of the chapter is You Can't Skip a Step. And as you know, if you've watched Morikawa play, he leaves no stone unturned. He's very disciplined. In fact, in this chapter, he spoke of working with his coach, Rick Sessinghouse, then going away and taking the lesson and basically spending time developing his own feels, making sure he understood what was necessary. Then he went through this period of self-discovery to basically allow him to make the lesson his own and to empower himself to know exactly what's going on. And I paraphrase, of course. You can read about it in the chapter. The quote I wanted to go with for this lesson was about being ready to hit a golf shot. And I just want you to take a minute and think about how often you've truly been ready to hit a golf shot. Or the converse of that, how many times you've hit a golf shot and afterwards you've went, what on earth was I thinking? You know, you just pull the club, make the swing, ball gets killed by the wind, whatever the case might be. It comes up short, goes in the water, whatever it is. And you're like, what on earth? Why did I do that? Well, Collin has basically the antidote to that in this chapter. And I'm going to read the quote. And it comes on the heels of me asking him in the podcast, okay, you had come out on the PGA Tour, you were brand new in your rookie season, and you and Matthew Wolff are vying for the title at the 3M Open in Minneapolis. And you're coming down 18. In the end, if you would recall, Matthew made eagle first on the par 5. Collin had a putt to tie that he missed. Wolff got the win, but then a few short weeks thereafter, Collin got his first PGA Tour win at the Barracuda Championship, and then quickly parlayed that into a major championship at the PGA at Harding Park, another major at the Open down at Royal St. George's, a World Golf Championships event. I mean, he just stormed onto the scene. And in this quote, I think you will realize how and why that is the case. So I asked him about going down 18 under that intense pressure, rookie, fresh out of college, on the heels, on the doorstep of winning your first PGA Tour event. And this is Collin. I found myself ready to go down that 18th hole. You know, be ready for my tee shot. Be ready for my approach shot. And I realized I cannot be skipping steps in my routine. And I think I might have to take a couple seconds more. For me, I just can't skip steps because I think when people start rushing, when you get into positions like that, you kind of forget things that you naturally might have done, either at the beginning of the round or middle of the day on Thursday. So for me, going back to being under pressure like that, simply just for me to open my yardage book. And whether I comprehend that much I've written down, it's besides the point. It's just for me to take that couple extra seconds, open the yardage book, have that breath, just kind of seeing what I'm looking at down there, and then close it, and then basically go ahead. Now, I paraphrase some of that. The quote was long, and it's Collin speaking of when he's under pressure, he realizes that things start going fast. And regretfully, I think most of us, when we're under pressure and things start going fast, everything goes fast, starting with our breathing, because our mind is whizzing around the place. And so as a result, mind's going all over the show. There's white noise happening, breathing's fast, heart rate is up. Your swing's destined to probably be out of time and out of control. So what Collin's saying there is just putting himself in a place not to skip a step, not to miss checking the wind, not to miss having the exact yardage, not to miss visualizing the shot upcoming, not to miss fundamentals like alignment, ball position. He speaks a lot about that in the chapter, how he really focuses on basics like that. So I would challenge you, and you heard Collin say there, and it was conversational, so the quote wasn't like perfect, but he says, sometimes I just pull out my yardage book and I look in it, and I might not comprehend what I'm looking at, but it's just that extra time just to kind of slow things down. Even if it's just 2 or 3 or 4 seconds, just take the book out the pocket, have a look, pick something, just to give yourself that time to catch your breath, to slow things down, to set the table for success. And then he makes a very astute observation too, because he said if you're skipping steps, and for him it's crucial not to, if you're skipping steps, you might just miss something you wouldn't ordinarily miss earlier in the round when the pressure was lower, or earlier in the tournament when it's Thursday and it's like, okay, well, we're just getting into things. So the more the pressure, the more he focuses on not missing a step. And he realizes, and I want you to also, that under pressure, things go fast. And it's likely that you miss something, whether it's reading the lie, judging the wind, being acutely aware of how far the ball's traveling on the day, all those sorts of things. Being aware of what am I able to do right now? What shot am I hitting? So if you don't skip those steps, you will be on your way to success, as Collin said. Now, to put a period on the story, Collin drives it in the fairway, so does Matthew Wolff. I think Matthew was kind of just maybe in the left semi. Collin from there, I feel like it was between 5 and 6 iron. It's in the book, you can read about it. And he and JJ, his caddy, they picked the right club. He did say that he didn't try to force a club. He was just made a smooth, balanced swing, hit this medium iron straight over the flag to about 20 feet. Wolff hit his shot onto the left side of the green, made the long bomb on to basically make the eagle first ahead of Morikawa. Collin had the look, did not convert. So in the end, in as much as what he didn't win, he did all the right things. And he finished runner-up. And because he did all the right things, that kind of helped build the confidence. So a few short weeks later, he was able to get that first PGA Tour win. So take it from Collin, the title of the chapter, Don't Skip a Step. And take it from Collin too, own what you're doing. Be aware of who you are under pressure. A lot of people run from pressure. Maybe not run from pressure, but they run from the way pressure makes them feel. Collin's like, relish that stuff. Take the few extra seconds. Even if you look in your book, or you look up in the trees, or you gaze out over the water, whatever the case might be, take those extra seconds. Relish the opportunity of being under pressure, of being in that situation where your body is heightened and you're right in the thick of it, whether it's to win your club championship or win your Friday morning bet or whatever it is. Take that time. It's your spotlight. You've earned that. You've got yourself to that place, so don't waste it by rushing through it. Drink it in. Love on that thing. Love it enough to give yourself extra time. Don't skip any steps. You will find that you will set the table for a whole lot more success. As a reminder, you can get the book at back9press.com/Immelman. That's BACK, the number 9, press.com/Immelman. Get yours. The book is loaded with insights from the very best.